Hi guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on my blog, chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. Today's video is episode 2 of my low budget income series. The first episode showed how I was setting up January and just getting a gist of what budgeting actually is, why I decided to budget, the planner that I'm using. Today's episode is all about my 2018 expenses, and I went ahead and just set up this one sheet here, which I will go into detail with you guys in a second. For those that have not seen episode 1, it will be linked for you guys to check out, but just a little background on my financial circumstance at the moment. I left my corporate job in July where I was salaried due to mental health reasons, and ever since then my income has fluctuated tremendously because I am freelancing here and there and babysitting. So being that I was salaried for a year or so, I knew what I was getting every single month, whereas now it's anywhere between, when I was salaried, I was getting around $2,200 a month, whereas now I'm getting anywhere between, I would say, $1,300 to $1,600, give or take, on a good week. So that is the income that I'm banking on. I have made little coins here and there on YouTube, thankfully, for all those that watch. But I really do want to start doing other things so that I can increase my revenue. But right now, babysitting stuff is what I'm working with. So hence why this is called a low budget income series. And as I'm going through this journey, there's so many things that I'm learning, and we'll be talking more about that in episode 3 where I do my January check-in. So for now, here we have my sheets. This I made with regular computer paper. I just cut it down to fit the classic Happy Planner. The classic Happy Planner size. The planner that I'm using is the Happy Planner Budget Extension Pack. I'll have full details linked for you guys. So all I did was go in and write in the months January through June. I put the total of all my expenses, income over here, and then I broke it into the categories. So to get all this information, I went through my bank statements for January to December, and I broke it into 5 categories: food, planner, bills, miscellaneous, and deposits. Food is any fast food, planner, any trips to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, etc. Bills are bills, and miscellaneous would be anything else that didn't fall into one of the other 3 categories, and that would also include when I would buy a random shopping purchase, like if I was actually buying something other than planner stuff, or if I had to buy feminine hygiene products and things of that nature, that would go into miscellaneous, and then deposits and withdrawal was the final category. So now that I have this all situated, that is where this sheet comes in, and I kept it really, really simple. This paper that I wrote this on was actually big Happy Planner paper that I cut down from the classic size to make it the classic size, but you can buy classic size filler paper. Another great way to do this is to use the half sheets. They come 62 a pack and they're dot grid, so that's another way to do this, so you don't have to go with the cutting and all that stuff, but using regular computer paper works just fine. So as for the stickers that I use for this, I used all stickers from the budget book. I used stickers from this food, where is it? From this food sheet. If I can find it somewhere in the sticker book. So here is the food sheet. I used all of those, and then there were these saving goal ones. I just cut off the saving goal part, and then there were these mason jar stickers that were actually in the Chrissy Ann Designs? Yeah, the Chrissy Ann Designs budget sticker book, which I love. I have all the stickers in the back of my budget planner. So all that, I use the mason jars for that, and that's for my miscellaneous section. And then there were bill due stickers that I thought were perfect to just annotate my bills and stuff, and that came on this side of the page, and I think I used them all, if I'm not mistaken. I think I might have used them all. Yeah, because they were on. Okay, here's what they are. So they're on the page with like the totals and stuff like this. And the great thing about this budget sticker book is that even if you don't have the budget extension pack, you can create one sheets like this to work for your system. And I really wanted to show you guys this on a regular piece of paper because you can use any notebook. You don't have to use a budget planner per se. I just like the guide of the Happy Planner extension pack. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and fill everything in for each month, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've gone in, tallied everything up. I'm actually going to get a green marker now just to make some notes. So I started out the year with $1,000 bonus. So January was a great month. February, everything was current. March, everything was current. April, everything was current, as well as May and June. When I became hospitalized in July, that is when everything took a turn financially. And this big old thing here is because I wrote the number wrong. I'm just gonna leave that there. Don't have time to be finding another sticker, but that is what it is. Now looking over here at my planner stuff, it was at an all-time high. Well, my food, I mean, was at an all-time high in April. And looking at what was going on in April, I went to Chili's. I also went to Fridays and Nathan's. Those were like the higher ones. So, and taking my sister out to eat for her birthday, and then some other dinner that I did. That's why that's so high. Now looking at my highest bills of the month, that was in June. I reached over $2,000 in bills. And then over here for my miscellaneous, January, I'm not surprised because when I got that bonus, I decided to lose my damn mind and shop. And that was the same for my planner stuff as well. So January, April, and June for that. And then surprisingly, the lowest that I had was in June for my planner stuff. I guess I just wasn't feeling it at the moment. And the lowest I had for food was in January. So that's interesting. And then in May, the 451 is probably because I bought pads. I'm pretty sure that is what that's from. Let me go and look at my page here. Yeah, I went to Rite Aid and something else from iTunes. So yeah, the Rite Aid stuff was probably, it was either snacks or pads, one or the other. Both of them correlate during that time of the month. Anyway, my income, the highest income that I had was in January due to that bonus. But other than that, it was, March was pretty high because of taxes, and then I got my tax refund, and then February because I had Google. That's what added to my salary. So that's why those are higher, because it was extra income, a part of those. And then June, let me see why June was so high. Well, June, basically it was a leftover, and then I got a refund on something that was charged to my account of like almost $300. So that's that. But looking at that, everything was current. So my bills were current, January to June. And this is just to give a little perspective of what was the highest and that. So moving on to the second half of the year where things got a little bit rough. Let's do the same thing of when the highest that I spent food was in October. And that was due to, oh man, I was just buying up a storm. McDonald's, pizza. Yeah, I was just eating out a lot. It was also my birthday month, so that's that. And then my highest of bills was in August, which was basically me playing catch up from things in July. Miscellaneous wise was in December, literally a difference of 8 cents from October. And then planner wise, the highest was in November. Now my highest income, my income significantly went down. July, I got my full salary. August, I got half of my salary. So I'm trying to see why it's so much. No, August I did get, what did I? Yes. Because August I received my full salary from July when I was in the hospital. My July check was from the previous month of June. Okay, so that makes sense. So my highest was July, and then this is when no salary was definite after September, and this was cut down to 1,000. And then in September, I think like the extra stuff was because I started doing babysitting, so that kind of balanced it out. October was pretty good for me just babysitting as well. November was pretty low, but it was also Thanksgiving break and they travel as a family. And then December wasn't too shabby. So that is everything in a nutshell for December. So for the 2018, I mean. So January through June, everything was current, and then flipping it over to the back, the second half of the year is when things got rocky for obvious reasons. So, what's next is that I am in the process of bringing all my bills current. I'm almost there. And then I will be doing, after I do my January check-in, I will be sharing with you guys the debt that I'm going to start paying off, which are my hospital bills. So I'm going to gather all that and make another sheet like this and add it to my binder. But hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully you'll do something like this as well. So just take a look. This is just good to look at to see where your money went. Again, this does not include cash transactions. This was all anything that was on my debit card that I was able to pull up in my statements. And I did go through and write everything down. If you have actual bank statements, great. I don't. Everything's digital. So I just wrote everything out here, nothing fancy. And then I just have this, which I'm going to leave in my budget planner with this, so that when I want to look at my 2018 of areas that I want to curb in, because I'm going to be comparing January and December, especially when I do my January check-in, to see what is it about this time of year and why I'm spending more, and then did it go up from the previous month. So we'll be talking more about that in episode 3. So I hope you guys found episode 2 helpful, and let me know how you guys reflect and look back at your expenses. If you do that, hopefully this gave you some inspiration. Be sure to check out the blog chaoticcritic.com, plus my Instagram at chaoticcritic. I post every single day over there, and I would love to chat with you guys. And if you enjoyed, be sure to like, feel free to subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay tuned and stay up to date with the next episode. So that wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.